I don't think there's any age limit on people that enjoy things.
Adventure travel isn't just for kids anymore.
We told people we were going river rafting, and they said, "You're going what?" Yeah.
Tonight, join us for a very special edition of Exploring Idaho, a program dedicated to recreation for the mature traveler.
The hardest part is to open the door and walk out and shut the door.
Find unique and exciting ways to enjoy all Idaho has to offer on Exploring Idaho's Golden Edition.
A wild ride down the Salmon River treats grandparents and grandkids to a thrilling family experience. Find out why these seniors keep their eyes glued to the sky. Plus, how to reel in big travel discounts. It's all in Exploring Idaho's Golden Edition.
Hello and welcome to a Golden Edition of Exploring Idaho. I'm Dee Sarton.
And I'm Roland Barris. You know, it's been said that you're only as old as your attitude. And staying young simply means staying young at heart.
So, to prove that, a group of seniors recently signed up for a wild whitewater rafting trip in Idaho.
And we tagged along on that trip for a grandparent-grandkid rafting adventure where it's hard to tell who's having more fun, the little kids or the big ones.
We're taking the grandkids on a whitewater rafting trip.
See, that'll go right on there like that.
Okay, we're doing whitewater rafting because I don't usually get to see them.
See you later.
Oh yeah, we can do it. They're good kids.
You guys all set to go?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you hoping for today?
Have fun.
It's hard not to have fun on the Salmon River. It winds through the largest playground in Idaho. This is the River of No Return Wilderness, more than 2 million acres of some of the best vacation photos in the West.
You ready to go, guys? Okay.
Well, we've done it ourselves, and we know how marvelous it is, and we thought, this is their birthday presents. Oh. And they have everything else.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, wonderful.
Norman and Sandy Robbins are from Chicago. Their grandsons, 12-year-old Greg and 8-year-old Zach, live near Boston.
And we knew that they would just be awed by the whole thing. And to be able to spend a week with them and have their parents give them to us for a whole week, that's pretty terrific.
Dave and Kathy Call live nearby in the town of Salmon, and they have their own reasons for bringing along Stephanie and Nick.
The appreciation for nature and appreciation of grandparents.
Hey, pay attention, guys. We're going into serious water.
Passenger on the raft, I think it's a lot of fun. And bouncing around, getting wet, especially when the sun's out. I don't see why you can't enjoy it at any age.
My grandmother, and she was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
We took a boat and decided we liked that better than that smooth stuff back there.
Outfitter Dave Warren runs these trips under the close supervision of his dog Mariah. A few years ago, a friend suggested that Dave run a trip that catered to seniors. Dave liked the idea and decided to try it. But instead of camping on the ground, his senior group stay in soft, comfortable beds at historic lodges along the river. And the trips were an instant hit.
Tonight's lodge, for example, is Whitewater Ranch. It's been owned by several people, but it was an old existing homestead that they've completely remodeled.
oh, look at this place. You know, it's 100 years old.
The camping's nice trips, but the lodges bring just a little extra to it that you wouldn't have.
This century-old homestead is a good example of the lodges found along the Salmon River. It was built by hand with timber collected nearby.
I think 100 years ago, in the middle of nowhere, this must have been a palace.
You're right.
Tonight, it's a 5-star wilderness getaway.
Now on that next...
I think what I want them to take away with them is the fact that Grandma and Grandpa can be fun and do fun things with and just get to know each other better. And I think we've done that.
This is a way to get away from everything, the television, the distractions, and just let them see a different way of life.
You know what I think those pointy ears might be? Those big ears. Maybe they're antlers that they wore as part of their battle. It's away from television. It's away from our normal routine. It's a total change for them, especially city kids. It's unique for them.
We'll climb that mountain no matter how steep.
You know, the time you get to spend with your grandkids is terrific.
It's really fun, and it's exciting, and it's a good thing to do.
All right.
Now, Roland, that's my idea of a great combination. The thrill of whitewater rafting by day, but the comfort of the lodge at night. I like that.
That's traveling in style, I'll
Yeah.
tell you. It is a neat trip. In addition to the grandparents' grandkids trips, Dave Warren also offers seniors-only trips. Those two are offered with the lodge stays at night, a very popular item for those who like a nice soft bed at night and a hot shower in the morning.
Well, wonderful way for grandparents and grandkids to bond on that
It
special
is.
trip. Thanks, Roland. If river rafting isn't quite your style, but you would still like to enjoy the incredible beauty of Idaho's river canyons, then we have some alternative boat trips to tell you about. Jet boats, motor boats, even a replica of an 1800s sternwheeler are just a few of the many options. In recent years, jet boats have become a popular and high-speed means of river travel, and this boat in particular is a favorite among mature travelers. The Hells Canyon Mail Boat departs every Wednesday morning.
Every week, every Wednesday.
The boat carries packages, letters, and news of the day, plus another kind of cargo, passengers, on board for a 2-day river adventure.
We have a lot of senior citizens that get to see the canyon where they would not get to see it otherwise, just because of this invention right here. And everybody's entitled to see this canyon if they want, because no place like it.
Hells Canyon is considered the deepest canyon in North America. Rugged peaks and rough rapids keep the ranches and homesteads virtually isolated.
Basically, there's no way in and out of the canyon for the ranchers, So we deliver the mail, that way they don't have to spend all day going to town and all day coming back.
The same 32-cent stamp that delivers a piece of regular mail brings these letters to Hells Canyon. The address, by the way, is simply Snake River Route, Lewiston, Idaho.
This is beautiful, and I didn't even know it existed.
High in the panhandle of North Idaho, on the placid waters of Lake Pend Oreille, a boating experience will treat your taste buds. This is the Shawano D's, a custom-built powerboat that offers day trips on Idaho's largest lake.
I've never been on this lake when it was crowded. Even when you take a whole bunch of people out on the Shawano D's on this lake, it's very peaceful. It's very quiet, and you feel like you're the king of the hill or the lake.
And just when you think you've had your fill of beautiful scenery, the owners bring out another treat, a gourmet meal cooked right on board.
Yeah, see, it needs to be done yet more.
An evening tour on this boat makes the perfect recipe for relaxation.
Here's your golden eagle, folks, coming right over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Going right straight across the face.
You all see it?
Right down the middle. See him going?
If it's wild adventure you're after, then consider a Birds of Prey interpretive boat trip on the Snake River. Every spring, Morley Nelson and his partner Steve Gwynn take pontoon boats to the river, teaching newcomers a thing or two about spotting raptors in the wild.
And then you see the two little white spots. Those are eagle iris. You look with your glasses, you'll see a great big eagle nest there.
A pair of golden eagles has patiently built the nest up to 8 feet in diameter. Soon, it will become a high-altitude nursery for hungry baby eaglets.
But it's a terrific canyon, isn't it? Golly.
It's excellent.
It's unique in the world.
If you're in search of a nostalgic river trip with style and comfort, then look no further than the Queen of the West. The 4-decker, wheel-driven luxury sternwheeler plies the waters of the Snake River. 7-day cruises run from Portland, Oregon to Lewiston, Idaho, and back.
So relaxing. You don't move real fast, but you're moving along, and then you can see both sides. So you got scenery on both sides, and it's amazing how much difference there is between one side of the river and the other.
A popular trip for golden-aged adventurers, the Queen of the West serves top-deck cuisine, exciting entertainment, and first-rate rooms.
It's part of a particular period in time that we don't see today, but gives you a feeling of what it was like living and traveling on a ship like this.
And Roland, most of those river trips run year-round, except the Birds of Prey trip. That only runs in the spring and the summer. And a little bit later in the show, we'll have a phone number you can call to get more information.
And now, meet one of Idaho's super seniors. Bud Purdy is well past his 80th year, yet Bud remains firmly seated in the saddle. He rides nearly every day and regularly runs cattle on his ranch in central Idaho. Bud Purdy's secret to staying young: never stop working, and always treat your horse with respect. Building strong muscles can be as easy as putting one foot in front of the other. Still ahead, walking groups make fitness fun. And coming up next, meet the stars of Idaho's fastest growing pastime. We'll be right back with more of Exploring Idaho's special Golden Edition.
They sing, you have songs, they're happy.
Birdwatching is fast becoming a favorite pastime among Americans, and it appears that seniors are leading the charge.
As a matter of fact, Roland, here in Idaho, birdwatching lands at the top of the list of activities preferred by seniors. The reasons are almost as numerous as the birds themselves. Each sunrise in Idaho sheds new light on a diversity of wildlife. And in many places, like the Hagerman Wildlife Area in south central Idaho, protected habitat provides an excellent opportunity not only for birds, but for bird watchers.
The amount of stress that we go through these days, it's just nice to come out here and it's very peaceful. We have mallards, mud hens, teal. Off over here on the one side, I've seen some geese. All the sounds are incredible. All the different birds, you get to a point where you can pick out which sounds belong to which birds. And the blackbirds will sing you a song.
The soothing sounds of birdsong, the scenic nature of bird habitat, and the challenge of identifying subtle markings are just some of the reasons bird watchers enjoy the activity.
I thought I saw something go in up there.
This group of seniors belongs to the Pocatello chapter of the Audubon Society. Each month, they travel to a new location, like here at the Cherry Springs Nature Area.
Some birders, some people keep bird lists of all the birds they've seen, like what they call life lists. But many of us are just people who enjoy getting out and enjoying the sunshine, or enjoying looking at nature and, I don't know, getting renewed.
The hooded merganser. First one I've seen this spring. Sitting there just preening himself and looking smart. I don't think he's fishing.
Laurin Kettle enjoys birdwatching along the Clearwater River in north central Idaho so much, he wanted to share the place with others. till several years ago he designed and built a trail along the river's edge. He often comes here to check on his handiwork and watch the birds and animals that live near the river.
I enjoy the privilege of watching them, like any good bird watcher. I like to tell people about it and see how many will come down and enjoy what I enjoy and see what I see.
The natural beauty and fascinating habits of birds provide hours of entertainment, no matter what your age.
It's a way for us as senior citizens to renew our faith in ourselves, to renew life for ourselves, and say, hey, I'm not an old person. I'm a new person interested in what's going on around me.
Idaho is a great state for bird and wildlife watching. There are close to a dozen national wildlife refuges throughout the state, as well as many parks and protected areas.
Oh, what a great way to spend an afternoon. Well, for those of you who enjoy Idaho's great outdoors, that 65th birthday is a day to look forward to. Several state and federal agencies give big discounts to senior citizens.
Is this where I get a fishing license?
It sure is.
At the Idaho Department of Fish and Game, annual hunting, fishing, and combination permits cost resident seniors only a fraction of the regular price. It's a great deal that opens the door on Idaho's excellent sporting and fishing opportunities. Another deal comes from the Forest Service, the Bureau of Land Management, and Federal Park Service. This is a Golden Age Pass. Anyone 62 years or older can pay a one-time fee of $10 to obtain the pass. The pass holder is then entitled to enter any federal park for free, also get 50% discounts on federal camping sites, cabin rentals, and other user fees. Well, it almost makes you look forward to the day when you can take advantage of all those discounts.
They certainly deserve them, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Still ahead, lead your own expedition through Idaho from the comfort of your own car. And next, outdoor-loving seniors build friendships and fitness. Exploring Idaho's Golden Edition. We'll be right back.
If you could find a fun outdoor activity, one that you can enjoy year-round, that's inexpensive and offers a chance to socialize with others your own age, would you give it a try? Well, hundreds of Idaho's seniors are trying and liking a non-competitive sport that's healthy and fun. And all it takes to get started is a good pair of shoes and a dose of ambition.
It doesn't require any kind of an outfit, just what you have in your drawer and closet. A good cotton sock, picked to fit your shoes so that they're not too tight, just right. It doesn't take long, and you come back feeling pretty good.
It may sound simple, but the word for seniors who want to stay fit is walk.
The hardest part is to open the door and walk out and shut the door.
Once you're out, walking increases blood flow, strengthens muscles, and burns fat. It's good for your heart, and it clears your mind after a stressful day.
I just like to get out in either the hills or any place out in the country, because I was raised on a farm, and I just like the country. It's less crowded usually.
Experienced walkers like George Wendt offer this advice to beginners. Try an organized walking group. No matter what your fitness level, you'll be more inclined to take those first few steps if you have friends waiting to show you the way.
Well, this is a much easier trail than the one that we did in McCall on last Saturday.
Yeah.
These seniors are members of a group called Volksport. It's a national organization with clubs in every state. The Volksport Club in Idaho sponsors dozens of walks, providing members with maps and information on every route. Today, the walk leads through the grassy nature trail at Eagle Island Park near Boise.
I like getting out with other people, and I had an angioplasty 13 years ago, and I haven't had one bit of problem since. And the doctor and the chiropractor says that's because I get out and walk. And that if that will help me keep me from having another surgery, I just get out on the trail. I try to do 4 miles a day.
85-year-old Julia Wood has changed the old adage about an apple a day to a walk a day keeps the doctor away. It seems to be working. And for any senior willing to get out and walk, staying healthy becomes as simple as another old slogan: just put one foot in front of the other.
No, it's good. It keeps you going.
Experienced walkers say there are a few important things you should always remember when walking. First, wear comfortable cotton socks, not nylon or blend, because they can cause abrasion. Of course, wear a comfortable pair of lightweight walking shoes. A bottle of drinking water is a must, as well as sunscreen and sunglasses. And you may also want to bring a hat to shade your face. And once you have all the basics together, the state is wide open for you to explore.
Oh, that is the truth. And Roland, talk about staying in fit. Lloyd Johnson of Fruitland stays in shape, carving turns on the ski hill. Lloyd started skiing back in 1922, and for the past 75 years, he's been strapped to one kind of ski or another, and it doesn't look like he'll be giving it up anytime soon.
Well, if you don't keep doing things, why, the rocking chair gets you.
Good advice from a guy who knows better. Stay tuned and learn how to turn your own car into a traveling tour bus. Exploring Idaho's Golden Edition returns in a moment.
If you would like more information on any of the stories you've seen in our show today, call for a copy of the Exploring Idaho Field Notes. The field notes contain valuable information on who to contact, where to go, and how to get there. Best of all, Exploring Idaho Field Notes are absolutely free. So pick up the phone and dial 1-800-443-2461 to receive your copy of this month's Exploring Idaho Field Notes. Be sure to request the current show number.
You know, taking in Idaho's beautiful landscapes can be as simple as taking a Sunday drive.
That's right. A flexible and fun way to see Idaho is by car on a scenic driving tour. And every region of the state offers a special booklet that maps out routes and special points of interest along the way.
And we leave you today with video of several of Idaho's scenic drives. We hope you've enjoyed this special golden edition of Exploring Idaho.
We'll see you again next time.